Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Penn State's offense will have the opening possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He's got an open man. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Quick release on the RPO. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. He'll pull it on the read. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The Nittany Lions line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
And this was looking like such a promising opening drive of the game. They had it down close. They tried to run the ball there on third down, didn't get it. So now it's decision time for the head coach. Do you want to pay this thing off and go for it, get aggressive here, trying to capitalize and score a tutty on the first drive of the game?
Trying to slam in. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Badgers offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
The short hands, it's Moffitt. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Badgers will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Thanks to grab. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Good timing on the quick out. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27. Listen to this place. Oh, man, they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Bringing the heat. He's got the tight end. The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got his man on the outside. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. So now it's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Quickly complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Gives it on the option. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Makes the grab on the left. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Penn State! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Unloads it left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Nice move there. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got him downfield. And he makes a completion, and they're set up and in business at the 20. The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Rides the back and leaves it. Breaks the tackle. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Snap to the back. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he missed it. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Badgers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Still running at the 40. All out of space. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll try to get outside. Powers through the defender. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for him.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Back to throw, it's Magoo. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Dialed up the fake. He's looking to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. Wide open on the right. Inside the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Motion from the wide receiver. Off-play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They go to the ground. Plows through the defense. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already. Heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
The carry going off right tackle here. And he fought for everything he could. Probably lucky it wasn't worse with all of the company he had in the backfield. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Tagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get...
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, and in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Throws to the back. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the right.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Back to throw, it's Magoo. Fires left. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. And the Badgers want to move quickly. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Bass. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cantrell. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Just feeds the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. After the run, now to throw. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
They're going to ride this running back.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day, and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Oh, they're after him. He's going to take off. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The Badgers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. He'll pull it down and run. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, but he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Badgers in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Magoo. Looking to scramble. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Just a really nice job defensively, too, not giving up on the play, right? You didn't sack him initially, but guys were still in hot pursuit and chasing. And this front 7 defensively, they've got a lot of speed and athleticism, and they're able to stay on the quarterback's heels and force him out of bounds for a loss. And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball, I think this offense is going to have to be...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
In the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like, somebody's got to create some separation, or what do? How about I throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out wide that can go up and dunk on somebody's head and catch the football? Maybe find my big playmakers and try to force them the ball down here in the red zone.
He's looking to throw. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down. If we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take... Check him out. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more time.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Finds a man on the right. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Trying play action. He puts a lot of air under it down the side. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by just one over USC. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Badgers headed quickly to the line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. To the air, it's Magoo. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not...
There he goes! He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Badgers are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And they can't make the connection on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Here's a heat. Down here. And the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Here comes the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
Dropping back, it's Magoo. Floating away. Get every inch you can, but don't take the big hit. Great job by the quarterback. The Badgers want to crank the tempo.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops.
Oh, he's got some space. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get 1st downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Off the boot, looking for his man. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, in saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on the recruiting trail and in the future, and, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
The Nittany Lions line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Pocket breaking down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
Defense looks as if it's coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cantrell. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. The give out of the gun. Turning it on! Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Trying to pick up a 1st down. It's a draw. Runs through the tackle. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Magoo. Working that left side now.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. And the Badgers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Watts. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting till the bitter end, as they will concede defeat. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one.